Breaking news. President Biden made a surprise visit to Ukraine overnight. Visit comes with the war in Ukraine entering the one-year mark this week. NBC's Bree Jackson is live in Washington right now. Now, Bree, we knew President Biden would be going to Poland and was expected to announce more aid for Ukraine, but his trip into the war zone was a surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, Dave. Yeah, and the two presidents met at the presidential palace in Kyiv today. Now, this covert trip comes as we near the one-year mark of Russia's war against Ukraine, and Zelensky thanked President Biden for making that trip, and President Biden says he is reaffirming his support for Ukraine.
Mr. President!
President Biden travels to Poland today as Russia's war against Ukraine nears the one-year mark.
We obviously are maintaining a high degree of solidarity with the Ukrainian people. The United States leads the world in terms of contributions.
The president's trip comes as the U.S. is expected to announce another large military aid package for Ukraine in the coming days. However, it is not expected to include the F-16 fighter jets Ukraine's president and some lawmakers have pushed for.
The longer they wait, the longer this conflict will prevail.
As the violence rages on, White House officials say they've determined Russia has committed war crimes.
Demonstrates that we believe that this is a systematic, deliberate effort by the Kremlin.
The U.S. also warns that China may be considering providing lethal aid to Russia.
We made clear to the Chinese that there will be consequences should they make that unfortunate decision.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with his Chinese counterpart over the weekend. Diplomatic tensions between the two countries have risen since the U.S. shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon in U.S. airspace.
I told him quite simply that that was unacceptable and can never happen again.
The Biden administration sending a strong message to other countries and pledging unwavering support for Ukraine. And the Biden administration is also expected to announce new sanctions against Russia. Dave?
Now, Bree, there is still expected to be the trip to Poland. Do we know what President Biden will do there?
Yeah, the president is expected to still meet with the president of Poland and other NATO allies. And during that time, he's also expected to thank the country for its support of Ukraine. Now, as you may recall, Poland has been the largest place where places where the largest number of refugees have gone from Poland. It's estimated that nearly 9.5 million Ukrainians have fled there during the war so far.
All right, Bree Jackson, thank you very much for the latest information this morning.